What's up, everybody? This is Gresnick, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we will be reacting to food theories, our Chick-Fil-A's sandwiches, overrated. So, I don't know. I do enjoy Chick-Fil-A's chicken sandwiches. They are good. But they aren't the best I've had. I've had really good store-bought chicken sandwiches too, honestly. Some brands have been better than Chick-fil-A's. When it comes to restaurants, though, I mean, Raising Cane's, theirs are pretty good. But that's like it. So, I don't know. Let's see. Make sure to like and subscribe to Food Theory and myself. Comment down below a video you'd like me to react to if you have any. And let's get into it.
It's the chicken sandwich that is Chick-fil-A overrated? It's the chicken sandwich that
Maybe.
hogs the spotlight, but are there other chicken sandwiches flying under the radar that are just better?
The only reason Cane's is so much better is because cane sauce is delicious. It's like ranch, but better for some reason. I don't know what they did to it, but it tastes a lot better.
What? Today, we're finding the cream of the cluck cluck crop and showing you why you should leave Chick-fil-A behind for good.
No.
What?
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the show that's literally chewing on the facts.
This chicken's incredible. Remarkably pickle forward.
That's right. Today, we're finally putting one big argument to rest. What is the best fast food chicken sandwich? When we covered the best pizza a couple of months ago, Lee and I got into a bit of a debate because while he did convert me to a Papa John's lover back in that episode, I stay firm in my belief that Popeyes is the best fast food chicken sandwich. He's a Chick-fil-A kind of guy, and personally, I think it's overrated, especially since they changed up their fries, but that's a story for another time. So what better way to find an answer than by
Papa John's, one of the better pizza places. Why do I say the better? Because it's one of the few pizza places I've had. I've never had Domino's. I've had Little Caesars, but Papa John's is just better. Because most of the times I've ordered from Little Caesars, they've gotten my order wrong. So that's why Papa John's has more consistently given me the right pizza. And then I've been to CC's Pizza before, but they closed down a while ago, and while I did really like their pizza, they weren't really a order place. I could just order the food and take it home. That's why I prefer Papa John's. That's a different thing. I forgot about that video.
putting the chicken where our mouths are. 6 of us will be blindfolded while trying out 7 different chicken sandwiches, and our combined scores will determine which one is the best. And hey, because Taste-O-Vision won't become a thing until 2042, we won't reveal which sandwich is which until the end, so you can play along and guess which fast food chain each sandwich is from. Write down your guesses in the comments below and let us know if you were right in the end. And let us know which sandwich you think will reign chicken supreme. So get out your napkins as
Okay, honestly, honestly, I think this one's the Popeyes one, and the Kentucky Fried Chicken one. In my opinion, those ones look the best. And the I don't know what any of the other places are because they don't have like a marker or anything. The one in the top left is definitely the Chick-fil-A one, though. And the one in the bottom right is definitely the Cane's one. I feel like Kentucky Fried and Popeyes are the ones that look the tastiest, though.
us know which sandwich you think will reign chicken supreme. So get out your napkins as we dive in mouth first. Now, before we get started, it's important to mention that not all chicken sandwiches are the same. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why we're doing this, but to be more specific, some places offer a very simple chicken sandwich that is simply a bun, chicken, and maybe a pickle. But in other places, the most basic sandwich comes with lettuce or sauce or maybe both or more, which means some may contain more ingredients than others, which is why we're blindfolding ourselves so that we can't pick them apart just by visual differences.
You could just... Can you not ask them to take stuff off? I mean, not the sauces. Sauces are part of the experience. But, like, you can ask them to take the lettuce off. Unless if you can't. I find that weird if you can't. Because if you're doing something like this, you would want to have the chicken sandwiches be as similar as possible. That way you can actually tell if the quality is different. You're still going to be able to if there's lettuce and tomato like this one on there, but like I wouldn't count sauce because sauce is different in my opinion. Sauce is more of a part of the sandwich than an ingredient on it.
The contenders we got are obviously the favorites, Chick-Fil-A and Popeyes, with the Big Burger 3, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King, followed by the classic but often...
Burger King. I forgot about Wendy's having chicken sandwiches because I never get chicken sandwiches from Wendy's. I just don't. I prefer their burgers. I don't think I've ever had a McDonald's chicken sandwich. Burger King is just disgusting. That's why I've never had their chicken sandwich. I have never really eaten there. Okay, so yeah, like I said, Popeyes and Kentucky Fried Chickens, those are the ones that look the best, in my opinion. And then this other one they haven't named, which I'm pretty sure is Cane's. That one also looks pretty good.
left behind KFC. And rounding off the list is
KFC.
the newest on the scene of all
yeah,
of
Kentucky
these,
Fried
Raising
Chicken.
Cane's. The three things we'll be rating in each sandwich are chicken ratio, how much chicken there is versus everything else going on in the sando, chicken quality, how good the chicken actually is, and overall experience. How does it all come together for a pleasurable tasting experience? Obviously, we couldn't go by sight, and let's say some people, definitely totally not me, really went the extra mile when it came to taste. If you're gonna do this right, you need to split the buns and lick down the middle.
Pardon me?
Taste judging methods aside, let's get started with sandwich number 1 and see what our initial thoughts were.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's a unique flavor.
That is a unique flavor.
That's a unique flavor. I think I like this. I think I like this a good bit. Interesting sauce.
I hate it.
Really?
It's texture and quality. I don't like it at all.
The lettuce is like a down point towards it. The flavor's coming from sauce. I am not tasting any chicken.
Bad. That's bad.
Okay, so some mixed opinions on the first sandwich. But now
That's
we get
funny.
to the critical part, which is asking everyone what they thought regarding our 3 categories.
Chicken ratio, I took that bite and it was like, hey, what if your entire mouth was filled with sauce? So, like, chicken ratio is like a 1.
I would give that chicken ratio, I would put that at a 4. There's a lot.
What sandwich was that? It kind of looks like Wendy's. And that kind of makes sense. Wendy's chicken sandwiches are not as good as their burgers.
Of chicken in that.
Pretty good, in my opinion. 4. I'm gonna say 3.
It is a lot of chicken, so I'm gonna go with a 4.
I agree. I prefer the chicken to have like a higher percentage of real estate within my sandwich. This did it really well. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Because it's
Pretty
a
much
chicken
everyone gave
sandwich.
this a good score except for Lee, who felt he pretty much only got sauce. Let's see if their opinions on the
Could
chicken
have just gotten
itself
unlucky on
are
that sandwich.
The quality doesn't taste of anything.
And the chicken itself was juicy. There was just no
Flavor.
Yeah, there was no oomph.
I'm gonna say 2. I think I'm gonna go 3.
Good. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay, 4. Agree, 4.
It's up there. I'd give it a 4.
I disagree. I think the breading, it was a lot of chicken, which is great.
We're getting a
The
lot of
breading
4s.
Didn't have much flavor to it. The seasoning is not there. It's dry, and it's just not flavored
It's
well.
dry,
So-
Bri?
That's just a Wendy's chicken sandwich. Dry, honestly. Unless if you get sauce.
Yeah, it is a 2. Chicken quality scores were a bit all over the place, but surprisingly, we all gave the overall
It's mostly 4s. So that's actually pretty surprising that half of them are 4s. We got some 2s and a 3. So like the average is like 3.
overall experience, similar scores. But I felt that the sauce compensated for the overall sandwich, so I did give it a higher
Yeah, the
score.
sauce
Once
is
we
good.
totaled everything up, sandwich number 1 got a 20 for chicken ratio, 19 for chicken quality, and a 20 for overall experience, giving it a total of 59, which is a solid start, probably. No
Yeah.
frame of reference. We'll find out more in sandwich number 2.
Kind of dry. Very dry.
Oh, so much more chicken.
That's immediately better.
The thing I will say, the sandwich as a whole is incredibly dry because there's nothing else going on.
Okay, which sandwich is that? That might be the McDonald's one, actually. So it being dry makes sense.
In this.
This is a great bun feel, I gotta say right now.
Yeah, well, McDonald's has
Remarkably
somewhat.
pickle forward, which I am not mad at. The chicken itself is kind of bland.
I'm grazing the entire thing, and like I can barely tell when the chicken ends and the bread begins, and that's not a good sign. Dry, if it's there at all, is the last thing you want to hear about
Chicken. You don't want dry chicken. It needs to be juicy, or else it doesn't taste too
chicken
great.
in a sandwich. So, unsurprisingly, a low score for most of us, except for Tom and Lee believing it to be a better quality than sandwich number 1. With chicken ratio next, I'm starting to realize that Tom and Lee being contrarians is a bit of a theme.
Ratio is much better. I'd say that's like a 4.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
The bread and the chicken are indistinguishable because they're both so dry, and the ratio gets thrown off because of that. I'm gonna give this a 1.
It's dry. I can feel
A
it
one,
in
that's
my
crazy.
esophagus, but the pickle is a very good pickle. I'm gonna give it like a 2.
Mine did have like chicken, its little butt sticking out. It's a good butt ratio. Maybe a 3.
I was also gonna say 3.
When it comes to our experience rankings, finally we're all on the same page. For now. At best a 2 because I agree I do kind of like pickle. That's at best a 2.
It's a 2.
2. Needs more on it.
I'm gonna say 3. I'll be generous.
I was getting a little slippage on the bun. I would rate the sandwich experience probably like a 2.
Like, the flavors are really good,
Everybody's
but
2
I
and
think I
3.
can't go higher than a 2. But there
2
wasn't
and
like
3,
anything
that's
stand
crazy.
outish, and there was nothing to kind of bring the whole thing together.
Look at us being in agreement. One big
That's just McDonald's. Their chicken sandwiches aren't that great. I'm not surprised at this rating.
happy family. So with a 17 for chicken ratio, 17 for chicken quality, and 13 for overall experience, sandwich number 2 had a total of 47, 12 points less than sandwich number 1, putting it at the bottom of our scoreboard. Sandwich number 3 got a little bit of
Who
hate
is this?
early on.
Which sandwich is this?
Mayo.
I recognize that.
Mayo. That's Wendy's. Wait, well then what was the first sandwich? Yeah, why does mayo immediately make me think it's Wendy's? Because Wendy's puts mayos on there. Wait, no. Wendy's doesn't put mayo on theirs. Is this Burger King? I'm guessing it's Burger King, since I've never had a Burger King chicken sandwich.
The taste of the breading, it's very Burger King forward.
Ash and I,
Not
however,
Burger King.
hated it a lot.
You don't put mayonnaise on a friggin' chicken sandwich. You put mustard and pickle. Put a lot of mustard and pickle. Not even a chicken sandwich at that point. It's a pickle sandwich. So I love my chicken sandwiches. Very pickly. The mustard goes well with the pickle. But then it needs to be good chicken as well. If you put mayonnaise on it, I don't want that. Please don't.
You don't have a... Oh my god, what's going on? What are you doing? Are you okay?
Everything's fine. fine.
This chicken sandwich was so bad that we almost lost Ash entirely.
I was the
Thank
Burger King
Chicken
sandwich.
God's Amy was there to help them because under the blindfold, I had no idea what was happening. While Ash recovers from that first bite, let's check in with everyone
She,
else's
like,
opinion on the
died
chicken
from
ratio.
that
Chicken
bite.
ratio, I would say maybe like a 2 out of 5.
I'd have put it at a 3. I don't think it's like overwhelming, but
Burger King's just bad. Burger King's not good. Wait, why does Burger King have chicken sandwiches? You're not the chicken sandwich king, you're the Burger King.
I feel like it's middle of the road for me.
The chicken is the same consistency as the bread. I don't appreciate that.
What chicken? There was chicken?
Yeah, couldn't tell.
Is chicken on the sandwich?
Absolutely not.
That is literally one of the worst things I put in my mouth. I don't even know, and I'm not going to take another bite.
I did not
Are you sure about that? You did make the clear burger, and that was disgusting, apparently. Burger King keeps up its reputation on food theory as being terrible.
get enough chicken in that bite because it was so wet and mushy. If that was chicken,
The
something happened
mayonnaise.
to it.
Okay, so relatively low scores for that one. And if you hadn't guessed already, it doesn't get much better. 1.
One.
Like a 2.
One.
I think I might go 1. I'm really not a fan of that.
1.
Yeah, I'll say 1.
This is the
Don't
worst
put
sandwich
mayonnaise
by
on a
far.
chicken
So after a
sandwich.
quick and very disappointing round, sandwich number 3 got a total
It's
score
dead.
of 26. 26!
That's like
I'm pretty
half.
sure a sandwich made out of one of those squeaky rubber chicken toys would have gotten a higher score.
I know exactly what this is.
What
I
is
know
it?
exactly what this is.
What is it? Tell me. Which sandwich is this? Kind of looks like Cane's, but no. This one. Oh, this is Chick-Fil-A. This one's Chick-Fil-A sandwich.
That's so dry. And there's only pickle.
How dare you?
Okay. Ratio again, I'd put that about 4.
Putting your glasses on top of the
I'll say this is a 3.
blindfolds
It is
great.
a fairly thick patty, and it feels uniform.
Chick-fil-A.
but There's a lot of bread.
I have to agree.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
just gonna give the ratio a 2.
That was a 1.
Change anything about Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Too much breading? Not like breading on the chicken, too much bread on the buns.
Winner right there for me.
Yeah, I'd say 1.
Although people had their suspicions about which chain this chicken sandwich was from, people couldn't ignore the fact it was dry and bready and clearly not enough chicken. In general, Tom and Lee were being much more
that's just-
generous with their scoring,
that's just
resulting in a
Chick-fil-A.
4 from
They
both. But
didn't
the rest
put
of
enough
us
chicken.
needed more than a pickle to be satisfied, as proven by our scores for the remaining categories. I'm gonna go with a 2 here, because it is very
Oh
dry.
no, is it gonna
It's
do
not
worse
it's
than
really
Burger King?
salty.
You can't
As
do
this
worse than
sandwich
Burger King.
deconstructed before my very eyes, which are blindfolded, the chicken, it became very evident to me, was quite dry and hard on the outside. I'm actually going to give
Goodbye.
it a 2.
That's sad,
like a
actually.
1.
Quality, I think I'm going to put that at a 3. It was fine.
Quality, oh dude, that was a 5 because that was Chick-fil-A. The actual sandwich experience, honestly, was poorer than I would have hoped. It was a 3.
Yeah, I'd give that about a 3. Solid experience, nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I'm sticking with a 3. I like the pickle.
Yeah,
I
like,
like how it's pickle
Chick-fil-A
forward. I also
has
like
the
how
most
it's distinct.
average chicken
I don't think I can
sandwich.
go as high as a 3 though. I do like the pickle, but it's very briny, very salty. I don't like the sweetness of the bun and then the chicken breading. So
That
for
makes
me,
sense.
it's
I
a
don't blame
2.
you.
1.
1.
Once again, Caitlin and Jarek are coming in hot with
They're just one of the only Chick-fil-A. They're one of the only like fast food chicken sandwiches I've had besides Raising Cane's. And I do prefer Cane's over Chick-fil-A's. It's just Chick-fil-A I go to more often because I like the rest of their food.
their score.
Good chicken sandwich. I don't really know if this counts as a chicken sandwich because it's a slider, but it's basically a chicken sandwich. Wait, KFC has a chicken sandwich now, right? KFC has some good chicken. They have the meats. The chicken sliders are really good. I forgot that they got a sandwich. I need to go get some KFC.
Scoring of what was it again?
That was a winner right there for me. Yeah, I was like a 1. 1.
Okay, 1. I got it. Jeez. Ash and I weren't much more generous with our scores of 2. Tom and Lee, on the other hand, were giving much higher scores. Although, I'm not sure if that has something to do with Lee already guessing which chain this was. I'm on to that. Regardless, the scores were in, and with pretty similar scores in all categories. 14 for both chicken ratio and quality, and then a 13 for experience. Sandwich number 4 got a score of 40.
So slightly worse than I don't remember what the second one was. I mean, at least it's better. There's no doing worse than Burger King.
1, putting it in 3rd place. So maybe Chick-fil-A isn't the best chicken sandwich. I mean, sandwich number 4. So we don't know if it is or it isn't Chick-fil-A. You know, it's just, on to the next sandwich.
Pretty good. Not sauce. I'm like getting real saucy
hey.
in here.
Cane's. This one's Cane's because of the sauciness. Cane's has good sauce. This one's definitely Cane's.
See, mine is not. Mine's kind of
Oh,
dry.
I'm oozing
You
the
can
sauce.
get
Mine's
unlucky with the
quick.
Cane's
Hate that.
sandwich, though.
I hated that so much.
Whoa, tremendously different feel.
I can feel the
Oh.
weight.
Yeah, no, Cane's has a lot of chicken on their sandwich.
this on me.
I need to like marinate in this thing. It's so good. Bro, we're aligned.
No, I don't like it at all.
I'm undecided.
You know how sometimes when you take a bite of like chicken, like store-bought chicken or like fried chicken that you buy like in a bag, some of the pieces will have like a tendon in it. I feel like I just got a big bite of tendon.
The chicken is nice and crispy. There's a lot of it, but I like the pickles. Something about that sauce that isn't sitting right with me.
Chicken ratio, I'd say that was a solid like 3.
How
It was a solid
dare
amount
you
of chicken
not
in
like
I got quite
cane
a lot. I'm
sauce?
going to actually put that out of 4, similar to
It's
the others.
cane sauce.
I would say about a 2 for me.
Got a good amount of chicken. I'd say 4.
Okay, so there's some big opinions on
The problem with the cane sauce is a lot of the time they will either put not enough or they'll put too much. too much drowns out the chicken, and too little makes the chicken too dry, and the sandwich doesn't taste good. Cane sauce is just good. I understand these
with a
ratings.
wide range of rankings for chicken ratio. But what did everyone say about the quality?
This is the 5-est-5.
Fat 5.
It's juicy, it's crunchy, it's got that seasoning.
Here's the thing.
Yes,
I don't know if I'm
definitely
going to be able to
can.
get this topped. It's that good.
One.
Really?
Awful.
You don't.
Terrible.
It's very firm again. I'm gonna put that at a 2.
Say a 3. Room for improvement.
Yeah, I'd say 3 as well.
All I'm saying is Ash is the only one invited to my dinner parties from now on.
Based on my half, probably overall a 3.
I'm trying to like combine the 2 bites that were very different. The first one was very dry and took a while.
Because of the
The
sauce.
second one was quite wet though. But
Sometimes they also just don't spread the sauce well.
Like a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2.
I'm going to give this a 5.
This is a 5. It is like the perfect mix of like sauce and breading and
Why do you and
bread the
Ash have
chicken
the
and
same
pickles.
taste buds?
That was so good.
If you had to
Really
guess by
funny.
mine and Ash's very vocal response to the sandwich and finishing the entire thing, this was our personal highest scoring sandwich of the experiment. I gave it straight 5s, while Ash
Number
gave
5
the
got
overall
straight
experience a
5s.
4 instead. But I wasn't convinced I would have another chicken sandwich experience like this one. Maybe it was the flavor. Maybe it was that I was blindfolded that made the experience all the more pleasurable. Note to self for something else. But at the end of the round, sandwich number 5 had a total score of 60. 19 for both chicken quality and
Jeez.
overall experience, and 22 for chicken ratio. Our highest score for that category.
Because
so
Cane's
far.
chicken
This
sandwiches
puts
have a
sandwich
lot
number
of
5
chicken
at
on it.
the top of our leaderboard. Just 1 point above the previous leader, sandwich number 1. But based on my experience, I was unsure anything would beat it. But we still had 2 more sandwiches to chomp down on and give our take.
This is a little guy.
What's left? I think KFC and Popeyes are the 2 sandwiches I haven't guessed yet.
It's just a little guy.
This is itty bitty.
See?
That might be
I'm
KFC.
familiar.
Huh.
This is a familiar one. It's not pleasant.
Maybe
but
it's
I've done this
Popeyes.
before.
I don't know.
That feels very
It says
McDonald's.
chicken sam-
The
oh.
lettuce and the mayo. Their chicken has a very certain taste to me.
The chicken is like
Oh.
softer than the other ones were.
Which one did I guess as McDonald's then? I guessed it as McDonald's because it had mayo on it. Whenever I've eaten McDonald's chicken, it tastes like paper. And I don't know why. Tastes like paper.
Surely this is McDonald's. Immediately, that lettuce.
Is this one gonna rate worse than what I originally thought was? No. Is this one gonna rate worse than Burger King's? Just because it's
It does feel like
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
This is what you get for getting chicken sandwiches from American McDonald's.
Is mayo on this?
Here's the thing. It tastes like it has a lot of breading, but not a lot of chicken.
For me, this is
Yes.
like, you know when you walk far enough into the ocean on the beach and the sand starts to get like flat and smooth again? Like you're not getting the texture there, right? There's nothing going on. That's the breading for me. Now, the chicken is thin. It's not the most flavorful, but I can tell that it's there.
Already, we had some big suspicions on what this might be. That being said, it didn't make us like the sandwich anymore. If you agree with Tom, Lee, Jerica, and
Mickey
Caitlin,
Donald's.
leave a comment below. If you don't, hit that subscribe button. In 5, 4,
They're
3,
gonna reveal what
2,
the sandwiches
1,
are at the
let's
end.
go.
Chicken
I'm already
ratio,
subscribed.
I'm gonna give it 2.
My CR rating is also a 2.
That's like a 1.
Yeah, that's like a 1.
Maybe a 3.
Oh my god,
This
is
was
everybody
the
gonna
general
agree on
theme
this
for
one?
how everyone scored the rest of the categories on this sandwich.
Yeah, 1. Yeah.
That's a
I know.
2.
It's like a 1.
Yeah,
This
not
is
good.
bad.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
The only thing interesting from this round was realizing how in sync Ash and I were.
I'll give it a 2.
I'm gonna give it a 2 as well.
You know what? I'm gonna give the overall sandwich a 3.
Me too!
Let's go. Are you high-fiving right
Yes,
now?
double
Okay.
high five.
Oh, there's 2?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Okay, kind of in sync. 3/5.
That's great.
in sync. Lance, Chris, and Joey. No, JC, you're just in. Wow, anyone else just get deja vu? Sandwich number 6 was not great. Just overall felt bland.
This
which
one
is
has to be
what led to it
Popeyes,
getting
right?
a total score of 32. Not the worst
I mean,
sandwich
it's coming
so
up.
far, but it was far behind all the others. The only thing that saved it from being at the bottom was our overall experience scores being a little higher all around. So looking at our current leaderboard, we have sandwich number 3 dead last with 26 points, sandwich number 5 in
Burger King.
first place, and sandwich number 1 1 point behind. Sandwich number 2 is currently holding third place. with
Cane's
12
is the
points
best
behind.
one.
But that was all about
Burger
to
King's
change
the
as
worst
we
one.
moved on to our final sandwich.
Popeyes.
Not saucy, but tasty.
Breading is much crispier on this one.
Okay, one more.
This one's Popeyes, right?
Oh, I was
Whoa.
not expecting that.
Wow. What?
Huh. I like it's a weird experience. I'm weirding out, man.
This is the textural experience of this breading is throwing me for a loop.
And the chicken. I don't know if I love it or hate it.
Oh, this is a
Never
thick
had
boy.
Popeyes before.
Oh, there's no more chicken.
This is incredible.
It's a good breading.
There's an excellent punch.
There's a pickle in there as well, which is, well, again, not too much, so it's not overpowering.
All right, looks like we have a contender for the podium. Not all of us were in love with this sandwich, but quite a few of us were taken aback by the flavor. But now it's time to see what we thought of the chicken ratio.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Uh-huh.
It's a little uneven. I got some bites where it was like a lot of chicken, and then other bites where like it wasn't.
I agree.
Is this one
I think this is a
Cane's?
3. The breading takes up
No,
an
this one's
alarming
Popeyes,
amount of
definitely.
space in the mouth.
It does.
I put that at 5.
This is a 5. This is like
Top
a
10.
massive chunk of chicken.
And because compared to all the there's other ingredients, it just stands out.
Yeah, the other ingredients are a garnish upon this chicken.
Oh,
I don't remember what my
yeah,
guesses
that's
were
pretty good.
originally,
Chicken
besides
quality
top
here was
being
high across the board.
Cane's and
We
the
all
bottom
agreed
being
on
Burger
4s,
King.
except Tom and Lee, who actually gave 2 other 5s. The chicken
I don't know
ratio
how
is really
correct
what
it
ended
would
up
be.
being the downfall of the overall experience for the sandwich, for some of us.
I'll give it a 3.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Like the breading has so much potential, it just goes on in clumps, and that's a detriment to the experience.
Yep.
But overall, I thought the bun was fine. I thought the chicken was great. It's just the breading that made such a statement that I was literally knocked off of my feet.
Let's go 4, actually.
3.
I like the flavor.
I need more on my sandwich.
This is a 5. This is incredible.
This is a perfect queen sweep across the board.
Yeah.
In fact, Lee
Queen
loved this
sweep.
sandwich so much that he refused to put it down so we could move on, which resulted in this amazing soundbite.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm laughing because you're laughing, but I assumed he just ate the entire thing in one go.
Yes.
Full on Kirby.
But I got the full profile angle of it.
Despite it seeming inconsistent, this sandwich ran away with the lead.
I love when
24
feeling
for
my
ratio,
chicken
26
sandwiches.
for chicken quality, and 23 for overall experience. If you've been keeping track of the numbers during this
Wait,
episode, these
no.
are the highest scores
No, it's
for
gonna
every
be
category, with
Cane's.
26 being the highest number we've had, and coincidentally, the total score of sandwich number 3. So yeah, based on that, this sandwich is the winner with a total score of
Cane's.
73, 13 points above the current leader. I was shocked that the lead would be extended this much, but we can't go celebrating just yet. We still don't know which fast food chain is which.
This one's raising
I
canes.
was gonna say the same thing. I think this one's
Sandwich number 1
This
was
is
Raising
Raising
Cane's. I
Yes,
got
and
the
it's Raising
wrong
Cane's.
originally,
Okay,
but I
yeah,
was
yeah,
correct
that
by
one.
which
You
one was
are
the number 1.
correct.
Raising Cane sauce, man. And that's the only thing I've heard about this place is that the sauce is really good and the chicken
Yes,
is
the
really
cane
bland.
sauce is good.
Chick-fil-A.
I think this might be KFC.
I'm gonna go Wendy's.
I think this is Chick-fil-A.
I disagree.
Really?
There was a certain flavor profile associated with the Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna say McDonald's.
Ash is correct.
Woo!
What?
This was the
Sandwich number 2 is McDonald's. That's genuinely surprising. That sandwich number 2 was McDonald's.
one you guys took one bite of and like had.
Sandwich number 3 was Burger King. I thought Burger King was the worst one. What's the worst one? Be like Popeyes.
I know what this is.
I think it's Burger King.
It's Burger King.
Yeah,
It's 100% Burger King. That is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I'm going with her.
We're vehemently convinced
Almost
of the chicken.
positive.
Oh, they're-
chicken from Burger King.
And you are?
They're revealing them in the order they ate them. Not in the order that they have them ranked in. I thought this was the order that they were ranked in. How? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. It's KFC.
You think KFC is cheese?
No, I don't think it's KFC.
I'm
I have no
gonna
idea.
guess go Wendy's.
You are both wrong.
You're both correct.
You're both wrong.
This is Chick-fil-A. I
It has to
agree.
be Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A.
It is Chick-fil-A.
I worked at Chick-fil-A for a year. I had Chick-fil-A sandwiches like 4 times a week. It was aggressive.
Yeah, it's not.
I just went to KFC. I don't know.
Sure. I guess that's my only.
You're correct.
No. Why are they putting sauce on it?
I'm gonna say Popeyes because I haven't had Popeyes in years.
I want to say Wendy's. Both wrong.
Okay.
Yay!
Popeyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's Popeyes.
Easy.
You are both wrong.
What?
It was KFC.
Wow!
KFC.
Wait.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Sandwich
What's number 6? This is the little guy.
McDonald's.
Wendy's doing terrible. Makes sense.
No way. Wendy's.
You're both wrong. What? Wrong. Yeah. Wendy's.
There we go.
Interesting.
There we go.
You have one left. What was your
Popeyes
final
was
sandwich?
7th.
Popeyes.
I was right about Popeyes being the last sandwich.
And in my heart of hearts, I know it wasn't Chick-fil-A because it was the best one. I'm going to say it was Chick-fil-A, even though it wasn't.
It was indeed Popeyes.
Okay, so we'll lock in KFC.
Yeah. Incorrect.
Because if the other one's KFC, this is Popeyes.
Shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Correct.
Yes.
That is
I
Popeyes.
am shocked.
So shocked right now.
Now that we have our sandwiches revealed, let's return to the scoreboard. In last and certainly least place,
Burger King.
followed by Wendy's, and then by, perhaps the biggest shock here, Chick-fil-A. McDonald's ended up getting a higher overall score.
That's extremely surprising to me because I don't believe McDonald's has good chicken. I feel like Chick-fil-A's is better, but y'all are doing it blindfolded, so you couldn't have bias of seeing it. Oh wait, are the ones I thought were the best looking in the beginning actually the ones that they would have said were the best?
More than Chick-fil-A. Rounding off the podium, we have Raising Cane's taking the bronze, KFC shocking everyone with the silver, and Popeyes come.
I guessed the top 2 places at the beginning of the video whenever I was like, those 2 sandwiches look especially good, and I got it correct. Raising Cane's getting 3rd makes sense, honestly. Cane sauce is delicious. Raising Cane's is just good, in my opinion. Man. I agree with this board if you switched McDonald's and KFC. I would completely agree with this board. Burger King's disgusting. Wendy's doesn't have good chicken sandwiches. McDonald's doesn't have good chicken, in my opinion. Chick-fil-A's decent. Raising Cane's is good. KFC has really good chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I've never had Popeyes, so I guess I need to now. Great.
Comfortably taking the gold as the cream of the cluck crop and best fast food chicken sandwich. Unsurprisingly, places that specialized in chicken were the ones that got themselves on the podium.
Oh my god! Yeah, who could have guessed? Except Chick-fil-A. You know, the chicken place. These 3 places are also chicken places, and they did the best. That completely makes sense.
The only outlier here was Chick-fil-A. As for our predictions, Ash stands above all of us with 6 out of 7 correct.
That's crazy. Good job.
Hi. I made an oopsie. Ash didn't win. We tied! Though I'm happy
That's
that
great.
my opinion of Popeyes was also proven right. It was the best overall sandwich, with Tom, Lee, Jerica, and Caitlin all giving it their highest score. So if you're looking for a chicken sandwich that ticks all these boxes,
I did
high
say
chicken
that
to sandwich
chicken sandwich
ratio,
looked
and amazing
tasty.
chicken quality, and
Oh,
overall
yeah,
good
yeah,
experience,
this
then
was
look
the
no further than
sandwich
Popeyes,
that knocked
or
out
at least a
Ash.
chain where the focus is solely on chicken, as long as apparently that chain isn't Chick-fil-A. And please, for the love of all things tasty, do not go to Burger King. But hey, that's just a theory.
Never go to Burger King for anything. You will probably get better food from going to Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen is pretty good food, in my opinion. I never go there, like, often. I think I've had Dairy Queen food, like, maybe twice in my lifetime. But all I remember is it was pretty good. Compared to Burger King.
Food theory. Buen provecho. And hey, if you want to see more, make sure to...
Yep. I'm fairly surprised I got most of that correct. I was expecting to get it completely wrong. Imagine if Burger King was in first place. I would have been shocked. As always, like and subscribe to Food Theory and myself. Comment down below what you guessed, I guess. I don't know. Or any videos you want me to react to. I do read the comments. The very few I've gotten. And have a good day, night, and afternoon, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.